Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. Tonight, I'd like to share my memory of visit to Laos 5 years ago. It was unforgettable in that it was an enlightening and awakening experience for me as a fledgling doctor. Right after graduation, I worked as a general practitioner in a rural area for my military service. Rural life wasn't that interesting. Furthermore, I was somewhat exhausted by studying at my school. So I needed some change of scenery. To do that, I applied for this medical camp in Laos. But much to my shame, I didn't know much about Laos. I didn't know where Laos was, and I was not that passionate about helping people in Laos. Rather, I was more curious to visit this unknown Southeastern Asia, Southeastern country. Because I didn't know much about Laos before. When I first set my foot in Laos, I finally realized that I was in one of the poorest communist countries in the world. In fact, on the way to our final destination, there were no paved highways or railways. So our team was loaded on an old truck without air conditioner in a sweltering hot day. Looking out the scenery from a truck, I was surprised to see the archaic conditions of their houses and buildings. I felt like I was time traveling back to Korea 30 or 40 years ago. Actually, the town we were visiting was the 10th largest city in Laos. But to me, it was a very small village near Mekong River, which meanders through Laos and other neighboring countries. But the environment there was so pristine and idyllic that I felt like I was in one of the ancient worlds. And the people there were so unspoiled, and they also had a childlike smiles like mine. And I can still vividly remember the bright and cheerful smiles of the children. On the first day of our camp, the camp swarms with curious visitors and patients. Although it was hard for me to tell the really sick person from casual visitors, I was astonished by the sheer number of visitors each day. They queued up to see the strangers from a foreign land in a smothering heat. It got me into thinking, who am I? Am I such an important person? Am I worth being waited upon such a long time? They seem to think of us as a life savior or guardian. As a result, they paid close attention to every word I said to them, despite my meager medical knowledge and many miscommunications. Later, I came to know that most of the people in Laos were undertreated because of lack of support from a communist government. It was a disheartening experience, but at the same time, it was a chance for me to feel real responsibility as a doctor to people. It was a chance for me to appreciate my profession. I came to know that my profession is very noble to people, and also made me realize that I should be responsible for job. It also rekindled my desire to help people. On the last day, they do us a farewell ceremony for all of us. They tied bracelet like this to each of us. If my memory serves me right, the more bracelets I have, the longer I can live. So thanks to them, not only I've been blessed with a longer life, but I also learned to appreciate my profession. I went to Laos to help people, but instead, they helped me to learn my responsibility as a doctor. Thank you. I'd like to introduce some of the pictures here. As it says, I was confused with the translator. This is one of the members, volunteers. And this is Lao people. And this is indigenous Lao kid. Sri and Lao kid. See how cute she is. And this is was a farewell ceremony. And okay, thank you.
People cheer up when they finish their speech or when they whenever they have finished their speech. So please clapping loudly. And I think it's great memory to have someone in medically. So we hope Jinwoong will be a great doctor, and then who will be great doctor who can help other poor people medically later. Anyway, this is the end of the prepared session. So can I have timer's report?
Yeah, now 6 minutes 42.
6 minutes.